Are you ready to make a splash? Join us for CASA Splash Day on May 27th at Wild Water Adventure Park for a day of fun, sun, and the best water park in the state. For this event, you can get the cheapest entry ticket of the year for you, your friends, family, and everyone you know at CASA Splash Day, happening at Wild Water Adventure Park May 27th, 2023.
Wow, that looks fun. You know what we do here at Central Valley Talk? We celebrate what's good about Fresno and the entire valley. One of the cool things about Fresno is the water park. Another cool thing about Fresno is an organization called CASA, Court Appointed Special Advocates, who have a special role in the lives of people, foster kids. They're going to put the two things together. Paul Braswell, I'm excited about this. I can't get the words out. Tell us about it.
Well, hi, Mike. First of all, thanks for letting me be on the show today. It's really, really wonderful to be here, and I'm excited. Our team's excited. As a matter of fact, I think everybody should be excited because this event has something for everybody. The first thing is the ticket. Wild Water Adventure Park tickets are the cheapest price of the year. Only one day. That's Splash Day. They're $30, including parking, which is normally $6.
Right.
So that's a good deal. If you buy a ticket, you're going to be happy you did because you save money.
Right.
It gets even better, Mike. CASA earns, well, not earns, because we couldn't do this without the incredible generosity of the park, but we get $11 for every ticket sold.
Goes right into CASA.
Maybe I shouldn't say that, but it's amazing.
Yeah.
So,
by the way, this is the last Saturday of May.
Yes.
Not this year, but from here on.
Right. It's scheduled for the last Saturday in May, Memorial Day
Which
weekend.
is usually the opening day of the park.
Opening day of the park, and this year it's their 50th anniversary.
I remember when they were opening.
I do too. And guess what else, Mike? They're adding a lazy river this year.
Oh, I love the lazy river. I went to another park. That's all I do is a lazy river. I don't go down those crazy slides.
I found the older I get, the better I float.
Yeah, you float better. Now,
Hey, there's one last thing I want to share
Yeah.
about this event because first of all, whoever buys the ticket benefits, CASA benefits, but there's a third benefit, and it's the best of all. We have 1,000 tickets being distributed: Stanislaus, Mariposa, Merced, Madera, Fresno, Kings County, Tulare County, and Kern County through all the CASA offices. 1,000 tickets. And we've got them donated, and that's part of this event too. So all the support and our sponsors, we thank you. We can't thank you enough because these kids have never been to the water park before, Mike.
And they probably never would.
They couldn't go.
Yeah.
And nobody would think of taking them. They're not parents, probably won't take them. It'll be their CASA advocate because we like to create events for the kids and the advocates, or their care providers.
Right. Did you say something about season ticket?
There's going to be, the park always has a season ticket upgrade, but the less you pay for the ticket on the day of the event, anyone attending will be able to get a season ticket at a special price. So you have to come to find out. And once you come, you'll be able to come back all year long.
All year long, yeah.
Season pass.
Yeah. I couldn't afford to do it with my kids if I paid every time. I could only afford to do it with the season pass. That's all.
Yeah,
so,
it makes sense.
Yeah. So check that out. So CASA, these kids get to go to the water park. You're going to be there?
Yes, I'll be there.
I might be there. We'll see.
We hope so, Mike.
Because of the lazy river. That's why.
Yeah.
And but I want to get into a little bit about what CASA is. Court Appointed Special Advocate. What is that?
Well, we actually were created by the courts, the juvenile delinquency courts, by a federal judge in Sacramento in 1973. So we're nationwide almost. In some states, it's called GAL. But CASA is an organization that is created to be the eyes and ears of the court and the voice of the child.
Okay.
Now, how does that work? We recruit volunteers. CASA's biggest challenge is to recruit volunteers. We train you, give you some good information on emotional first aid and some understanding of ACEs, which is a kind of a catchphrase now. It stands for Adverse Childhood Experience Syndrome. So we train you, we background check. Once you're sworn in, an advocate will serve 18 months. You're sworn in, and with that appointing order, you gain parental rights for that child.
You're sworn in at the court?
In court.
Wow.
Right. You have an appointing order. So if you want to go visit a child who's living in a home, the child said, I don't like it there, and they don't want you to come, they can't stop you.
They can't stop you.
Mom got out of prison and she wants her kids back and she wants to visit. She wants to see him by herself, but if the advocate will probably be there.
Right. I was helping a kid a few years ago, a friend of the family, and I went to the school and just tried to talk to the school about the kid. You can't talk to him because you don't have the authority But the court-appointed special advocates have the authority.
Yes, not only at school, Mike, at the doctor, over visitation, where they live, and really anywhere that they might be needed.
Right.
And each child's different.
Right. And the advocate sticks with that kid. They don't get a different advocate every time they go to court?
No, the assignment is for 18 months, and we've had situations where you might get a child or we break it up into age groups, 0, 6, 7 to 13, and 13 and up. But if you get a child 0 to 6, and as that child ages, you could stay, if they stay in the system, you could be their advocate forever. And then sometimes once the children age out, there's a lifelong bond created between them because this child, you might be the first person this child ever learned to trust.
Well, sometimes each time the kid goes to a court or goes to this, they have a different representative. But what would be consistent then is a court-appointed special advocate.
That's the one consistent. And you know, another real distinguishing thing is everyone paid in the life of a child who's been removed from their family and is now a dependent minor child is paid. And they're all doing their job. But for the kids that are the most at risk, which are the CASA kids, there's also something called the foster care to prison pipeline, right? And so the need is great, but these kids will respond. They just don't know.
Right.
We just need people that have a heart, eyes and ears, can find out which one of the amazing resources that are available for these kids, that especially through our organizations like CASA, what we provide events for kids to go out and do things. We have bowling parties. We have hundreds of events. The thing is, these kids are, their information is private.
Right.
And so there's real requirements that we must adhere to protect their privacy. And that's part of your training as an advocate.
Who could be an advocate?
Anybody, 18 and up.
Right. A lot of people I talk to, they're retired, and I don't know what I'm going to do with my time.
Yeah.
And these retired people aren't old people anymore. They're young, like me and you. People who are retirement age, and we still have a lot of energy and ideas and time.
Well, and that's exactly what we're hoping to tap into, is because it's rewarding. It's not just rewarding for a child, learning that they can be greater than they ever thought possible, but it's rewarding for the people that get involved because given of your time and talent, not necessarily treasure, but it's okay to take them to lunch or the movies or something, but just given of yourself. I think in life, I've learned at least, I have been blessed so that I can be a blessing to others.
Now, you're Fresno, Madera?
CASA Fresno, Madera.
Yeah, and I know there's a CASA Tulare. They come on our show.
By counties in California.
By county, okay. So if you're out there and interested, what if they're just like, what are they talking about? That sounds interesting. Where do they go to find out?
Just Google CASA Fresno, Madera, or CASA Tulare, or CASA whatever county you're in. And there'll be someone, an organization there that's ready, waiting, and really needs your help. And not only do they need your help, there's a child out there that needs your help too.
That would be great. How rewarding. Okay, so it's expensive to do CASA. It's expensive to do all these events you do. This is a little fundraiser.
It's a combination. It's just because it's also an awareness raiser. Because the biggest challenge, one of the biggest challenges, or the biggest things I notice as I'm out in the community, I've had this job for 4 years. People haven't heard of CASA. I'll call it a secret, but we don't want it to be a secret because the more people that know, the more awareness we have, the more children's lives we can change for the better. So we hope you consider it. Next time you hear somebody saying, "Oh man, life's not challenging. Nothing. I have nothing to do." We have a solution.
Yeah, CASA. I was elected to the Fresno City Council 30 years ago. I had no idea what CASA was, but they came in my office, they sat down. In fact, they had to come back 3 or 4 times until I really got what they do. It's a fantastic, fantastic organization and things that people do. And it's quiet. They're not out, hey, look at me. It's just, they get in there, they do the thing, and an awareness event like this water park. What's the name of the water park?
Wildwater
Adventure Park. And it'll raise some awareness. It'll get some kids into the water that probably would not get to be there. And we can all go and get a little break on the
Absolutely. And we do have sponsorships available, and so we're still looking for businesses that might be interested. And if you'd like to know more about a sponsorship,
sponsor some of these
or
kids.
even sponsor these kids
Yeah.
at whatever level. Please contact me at CASA. Our website is probably your best place to go. www.casafresnomadera.org.
By the way, I was thinking that, man, you got 1,000 kids there, it's going to be crowded. But the capacity isn't 1,000 there. It's
8,000 people.
So, and they say sometimes the opening day is kind of a slower day. So it might be a nice day to get out there.
Yeah, it's going to be a wonderful day to get out there because I have it on good authority. It's going to stop raining.
There you go. He's got a direct pipeline to somebody. if you
No,
know what
I
mean.
don't. It's just a gut feeling.
Gut feeling. Okay, CASA is a great organization. This is great for the kids to get out there. It's great, a fun way for us to start the summer. What else you want to add before we're out of time?
Well, we have a Fig Gig. I'm not sure if any of you have heard of Fig Gig, but that's coming up again. It's been
Go ahead, put that up there. Let's look
That's
at
going to
this.
be May 18th at Fig Garden Village, and a wonderful local band, the Marie Wilson
Yeah,
Band, is
yeah.
headlining, and it's actually another benefit for CASA, helping us raise awareness, and we'll have there'll be some silent auction, so there'll be some opportunities for CASA to even raise a little money there too.
Tell me again when Big Gig is?
May 18th.
Yeah, I used to never miss Big Gig.
It's the fun
That's fun. It's a
thing, Mike.
tradition in
It's
Fresno.
free.
May 18th. What day of the week is that?
Oh gosh, now you're
That's
catching me
right.
here. I think it's
Just May 18th. Look at your calendar at home. Big Gig, and it's free to go to that.
Yes, it is.
And it will benefit CASA.
Yes.
Very good. And then Island Water Park. I have it memorized. The last Saturday of May every year from now on, Island Water Park benefiting CASA as well.
Thank you to the owners of the water park.
Yeah, that's very nice
I'm
of them.
incredibly generous.
Yeah. Paul Braswell at CASA. Look up CASA. Just Google CASA Fresno Madera. You'll find out all about them. We'll be back with more Central Valley Talk right after this.